What's up, guys? That's right. I'm going to do a response video, and I don't know who posed the original question. I kind of just had a realization like, this is definitely the type of thing that I should make a response video for, because I'm always hollering that I want you guys to make response videos for Carnival Spirits. I need to practice what I preach. So, Juggalo's evolving and not needing ICP anymore because we've grown to that point. I agree with you guys. I think Juggalos would remain. But I also commented on Cyber Juggalo's video here, so I'm going to read my comments and then I'll elaborate. I know a few deadheads, and they're still out there, obviously. Fish heads are another breed as well. There are a few groups out there that have such a distinct following that when their time has passed, the fans remain, and the music lasts forever. Just look at what Psychopathic puts out. Everything from their music to live events. CDs, DVDs, online, Hatchet Heralds. They've got their YouTube page. They've got pay-per-views. Every year they have The Gathering. They have Hatchet Attacks. They have Big Ballers. They have, most recently, the Oddball Bonanza and New Year's Eve events. I think that they're still gunning for bigger heights, and Juggalo numbers are increasing because Psychopathic continues to entertain us. As a Juggalo, I love how I can count on new shit like clockwork. That's my point. If ICP wasn't around anymore, yes, Juggalos would remain. But just look at what ICP does for us. Let's not take them for granted. The Gathering every year. All those events I just mentioned. And the fact that they constantly put themselves out there. All along the Bang Pow Boom era, they just have been posting non-stop. They got their interns working on Facebook and Twitter 24/7 practically. I mean, when have you ever not had Psychopathic chiming in on your social networks? I'm just saying. They've been very present in our lives. We all take it for granted how present they are in our lives. That's one of the things that keeps me down, is that they never go away and they never stop and they always tour. And every time I miss a show or a gathering, I know that I'm going to be able to catch the next one, and that it comforts me to know that there's going to be another show coming around the corner. I just missed that Twisted Cottonmouth King show. I couldn't make it. Look, if Psychopathic wasn't around anymore, we would remain, and we would talk about the good old days, just like we already fucking do. There are some Juggalos that are so butthurt about the younger generation and idiots that are running around out there having fun in their youth. Here's a post on Cyber Juggalo's page. I think we have devolved with all the younger Juggalos acting like morons. There is little respect throughout the family, and it saddens me. Well, I'm saddened that you don't recognize Juggalos that do have respect. Think about how that happens in life, right? At one point, I was young and running around pissing people off, and now I'm in college again. I have a nice adult relationship with my parents that took a long time to reach because I was so immature and so rambunctious, and I just couldn't stop that imp inside my skin that wanted me to rebel in so many ways. And I've been floundering in life because I'm a lost soul, okay? And I think a lot of lost souls that are drawn to ICP kind of depend on ICP. And somebody who's on the outside looking in, I mean, it is endless the amount of criticism that Juggalos receive. Some of you guys are asking for it. The way you act, the way you talk, what you say, what you do. You're asking for it. You're acting like morons. And there's a lot of people out there that let the actions of others bother them so much so that they will stop enjoying something because of the surroundings, because of the crowd. When I first went to an ICP show and became a Juggalo, after feeling just completely fed up with the world and myself, and there was a bit of relief in finding something that was so funny, like a diamond in the rough, to find a band that not only makes sense to me, but they dare to be stupid, like on some Weird Al shit, you know what I mean? I used to listen to George Carlin cassette tapes, Eddie Murphy, the Jerky Boys, And that's why it was so special when the Jerky Boys were invited to be a part of the Fifth Joker's card, because that was a part of my childhood as well. And listening to comedy on audio was something that I used to do. I used to have Bill Cosby cassettes, and ICP kind of took that stand-up comedy and turned it into music. It was now music comedy. When I became comfortable repping Juggalo shit, that's when I started buying merchandise. Because I didn't buy any merchandise for the first 3 years I was a Juggalo. I bought their music. And I told myself that I don't need to be a walking billboard for this group that no one's going to fucking understand anyway. I'm just going to get questioned and criticized and made fun of, and I wasn't interested in that. I wasn't trying to fucking cause any kind of attention for myself being a Juggalo, and maybe that's what some of the older Juggalos resent about some of the other Juggalos. And I won't say younger, because there's plenty of older people out there that just want attention. And when you're whooping it up and family loving it all over town, you're gonna get under the skin of people that just aren't looking for attention like that. And there are Juggalos out there that hide in the woodwork, that don't play on the internet and run their mouths and wear their emotions on their sleeves. They come out of the woodwork when the shows come to town. And if the shows stop coming to town, these people will stop coming out of the woodwork. And as far as the rest of the world is concerned, Juggalos will fall off the map. But these Juggalos are there. They're here. You're listening to me right now. I've got links in the description for a playlist with all my other videos, and I encourage you guys to check them out, because I try not to record anything unless it has a timeless message that can be listened to and enjoyed for years to come. And maybe these videos are my own kind of therapy, because I don't have that many homies to talk to. Everyone wants to fucking jump down each other's throat for saying the wrong thing or acting the wrong way. And ICP has kind of made this support system where we all support each other, but only if we want to. Some people don't want your fucking support, and some people are going to act so wild that you don't want to support them because you think that they're not real, or they're not sincere, or they're not serious. Some of us just are not serious enough for each other, and some of us are just way too fucking serious, right? You want to know why we're so serious? Because we're living our lives. And life gets serious more times than not. You can't make everybody happy under the sun. You can't. But ICP does a good job of making a lot of people happy that maybe didn't have so much happiness in their life. And I don't think it's very fair to criticize motherfuckers for, especially when you go to a show. People while out at shows. When I was 17, 18, 19 years old, we would get drunk, get lit, and go to a show and while out. I can't tell you how many people looked at us and rolled their eyes and thought we were stupid, because we were young and we were having a blast. And when we go to shows, that's how we do. And I don't think that they made it okay. I think that we made it okay for ourselves. Right? We're so used to ICP coming at us with all these events and shows and music. They just churn out more music than anybody else. Who puts out more music than Psychopathic? When they did the Jack White. But a Jack Black ICP collaboration would be golden. Please, somebody make that happen. Somebody tweet the Violent J. I'm Beastmaster, Ninjas in Action. Please subscribe to CarnivalSpirits. I have a new contest coming up very soon that's going to be the biggest contest to date. It's only the third one, so it's not going to be that hard to top the other two. Or did I say this already? We'll never die alone, unless you want to. So go crawl under a rock and die alone, or be a part of this Juggalo family that we created for ourselves. I'm going to respond to anyone who makes a response video to me. We'll keep talking about this. All right? Bye-bye.